Hello, and we're back with our F1 Manager McLaren series, now on episode 6, and in this one we are heading to Imola off the back of Miami with our best result, with Lando finishing 9th and getting a couple of points for us. So back-to-back points for Lando, and we're hoping we can continue that as we head into Imola. If you do enjoy this video and you want to keep up to date on our McLaren series, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and get involved below with your comments. And that will really help me try to build an F1 community here over on YouTube. But with that said, let's crack on with this episode and head towards Imola. And we've got that race in Imola coming up in 11 days. So as we can see through our design and research, we should have a chassis and front wing available to us. We will need to manufacture them as emergency if we want them on the car in Imola. So we'll have to have a review of those when they come through. We also had a quick look at the cost cap just to make sure we're all on target with that and we're not overspending very early in the season, so unlikely, but just want to keep an eye on that and make sure we stay within the cost cap. And I also had a little bit of a review on Oscar and his development. He's not performing, so I just want to make sure he was on the right development track. And it really is that smoothness. He struggles on his tyre. So he is, I feel, on the right development plan, but we just got to keep an eye on that one as well. And as we've seen in our previous episodes, there's been a bit of tension between Lando Norris and his race engineer, Big William Joseph. But as we can see now, that has all been resolved. So no issues that we need to work through on that one. We then got notification that the chassis we were working on has been designed and we were ready to jump into manufacturing on that. I wanted to get it on the car for Imola. But as we know, emergency costs so much. It was $2.2 million to get this done emergency. And for 2, obviously doubling that up to 4.4. So I did in the end go for one emergency. And the other one will come after Imola. So what that means actually is that Lando will run the chassis in Imola and Oscar won't. That's pretty much based on performance. Lando is more likely to get points for us. So there's no point preferring those upgrades on Oscar's car at this time being. You know, Lando has earned the right to get the preferential treatment. He is the #1 driver in the team. So in Imola, Lando will be running a new chassis and Oscar will be on the old spec. The design work for our new front wing then completed, and as front wings are relatively cheap compared to other parts, I did decide to go for 2 on emergency. That means we can fit them to both Lando and Oscar's car for this Grand Prix weekend. And again, we always like to do a bit of car analysis, and we can see with the upgrades we've got on Lando's car that we are now first for total weight. So we are leading the way since we've been upgrading those parts and really taking off the weight on those parts. So we're leading the way on that, and we're now 9th also on low speed cornering. So we really want to upskill where we are on the cornering, because cornering is really king on this game. So that's now showing we're actually the 5th best car on the grid, which is great. Still not where we want to be on some of the other stats, but depending on the track, I do think we've now got a pretty good outside chance of points, and Lando on average should be finishing between 9th and 15th, I would say. So with those 2 designs completed in this little window, it did leave us a couple of spare slots to further develop the car. And as I say, we will be stepping back from full-on design and moving more into research. But as we are quite early on in the season, I did feel still worthwhile doing a little bit more design, and I took the form of that in a new rear wing. And hopefully that will just keep us on pace with where we are on the fringes of points and in line with hitting our season objective of 7th. So for this rear wing, we allocated 4 engineers to this. We went for a normal approach, which will mean this one will be ready in 33 days. So it'll be quite a few races until we get this, 2 free races, and that comes in at just under $1.5 million. And for the final slot we did indeed push ahead with some more research. So our second research of the season, and that was for a new front wing. And we're really trying to focus on the areas in which the 2024 rule changes will impact, which is mainly low speed. So we put the remaining 3 engineers that we had on this one, and research will complete in 38 days. We now have a couple of designs underway and a couple of research projects, and as I say, we'll now start to be doing a lot more research than design. And with that design and research all underway, it was now time to hit Imola and start practice. Charles Leclerc, he's running wide. Just thinking about Lewis.
And it was involving Leclerc this time. And nearly,
not really an issue at all. Ocon, another one running wide.
Let's have a look as we go
Same
into
corner.
the 13th corner. And
Yeah,
wide they go, leaving
exactly
the
the
racing
same.
line.
Sonoda
Take a look
runs
at the
wide
Now
in
this, I
our
think, was
usual
at turn
place.
13.
Penelope right
And
up his
that's where they
gearbox.
slightly run off the track.
So here we go, and that is practice finished in Imola. So as we say, we've hit the 96% setup satisfaction mark with both drivers. Car part knowledge, Lando got to 87%, Oscar to 97%. Reason for the difference there is we've got two new parts on the car for Lando, a front wing and chassis. We couldn't get the chassis to Oscar, he's only got the front wing. As I say, Lando is getting the preferred treatment because he's more likely to score us points. Oscar's not performed well. Therefore, of course, if we've got only one upgrade, it is going to go on Lando's car at the moment. That's why there's a little bit difference, because Oscar only had to obtain knowledge on one car part, Lando on two, and they've both got 100% track acclimatization. So the end of practice in Imola, you can see that Lando Norris has a 94% driver preparation and Oscar's got 97%. So we're pretty well equipped going into qualifying. As we can see there, just confirmation of that 94% driver prep for Lando and 97% for Oscar as we head into qualifying in Imola. Now let's go on board with Lando. So I don't know if we'll be able to go quicker because we're effectively on a scrub set now. Piastri, I just can't get out of the garage. I don't know what's happening there. We can only run on hards. He's on hards. We're putting the right amount of fuel in, and yeah, it's wouldn't let me send him out. So Oscar looks pretty done for, to be fair. Let's hope not. That's a bit of bad luck if he goes out without being able to get a second run in. Lando's not going faster anyway, so to be fair, it may not make a difference anyway. Say the tyres have had the best life out of them. A little onboard of Lando going through the chicane.
It's the checkered flag.
Right, checkered flag has fallen. Oh god, that was... What the hell, we must have been slowing up here because we've suddenly got an Aston Martin right behind us that we're holding up lovely. Oscar, he's at risk by Sonoda and Bottas. We are quicker than them, so Piastri might be through, hopefully. Lando crosses the line, so he didn't go faster. I think he should be making it through with both. That's not looking like a hot lap. I think we are both through to Q2. So let's have a little bit of an onboard lap with Oscar. He struggled to actually make Q2 most of this year, so it's good for him that we have made Q2. I think off the top of my head, his best start on the grid has been 15th, maybe 14th. I think it's 15th though. Purple sector, but he's the first one through the sectors, so he will go purple across these. Let's see what he can do. I think really the first flying laps are going to be the better ones because we've got full life out of the tyre, so we've got to make it count. I'm taking a little bit of a risk with Lando because he might encounter traffic, but obviously a little bit less traffic with 5 cars now out. Here we go, Oscar. A couple of corners to go. And he'll post his first time in Q2. It's a 1:14.9.
Remember, the delta needs to be negative at the end of the lap.
Right, Piastri is 10th. We could send him out again. We will send him out again. Don't think he'll go quicker, but he may as well have a go. As we go with Lando then on his one and only run in Q2. We've made Q3 once so far, and that was with Lando, and it was in the last race in Miami. Can we do it again here? Looked a little bit twitchy going through there. 23.6 first sector. I think we have got a chance of Q3 here. Especially looking at Piastri's first run. Compared to... Gasly's the only one there who's probably a little bit out of kilter compared to Ocon. But I think with Lando, we have got a chance of Q3 again here. 25.7 second sector. Handful of corners to go, and then we'll see what Lando posts here. Here we go then, coming across the line. Where is he up to? Oh, it's poor. That is very poor from Lando. And we're not going to have time to go again. So Lando is going to be out-qualified for the first time this year. Finish this off. But I do fear behind us, depending on how much tyre life Albon, certainly Albon and Gasly have got. That's how I think we're at risk of.
Just stop the marks, please.
There we go, Oscar's across the line. He's not going to go quicker.
Your P10. That's a decent lap. That's a decent lap.
Well, you know, not a decent lap because it's slower, but that's fine.
Copy.
Alright, Albon is there. Where is Gasly? Here we go. Let's see what Gasly sets. Gasly across the line, and yes, he's knocked Piastri out. Not by much. By about a tenth. Just over a tenth. Oh. I was starting to feel maybe Oscar was gonna, you know, it's been such a struggle for him this season. Maybe he's gonna sneak into Q3 and out-qualify Lando. He's still gonna out-qualify Lando, of course. Let's just see on Albon, Hülkenberg and Magnussen. May as well watch this play out. Hülkenberg is across the line. Albon's across the line. Albon has jumped Gasly. And, of course, us now. Hülkenberg and the rest of them have finished. So Gasly is still knocked out. Piastri, his best qualifying of the year, P12. And Lando, with what looked like a mistake there, certainly in Sector 1. He'll be very disappointed, as are we, to see him in P14. If he nailed the lap, we had a good chance there of qualifying at least 10th. So, yeah, that is a disappointment. But work to do in the race. So there we have it, the end of qualifying for our drivers at least. And the first time Oscar Piastri's out-qualified Lando. There was a chance for him for Q3 there, but Albon and Gasly just beating him to the post. And he will start in 12th. Lando, a mistake costing him there. He should have been higher up. I think really he should have been in Q3 if he maximised the lap. And he will start a very disappointing 14th, which I think matches his worst start of the season. Let's go forward and see what happened in Q3 though. Q2. Q3. Old plan. Fernando Alonso is on pole. I think that's his first pole of the season, followed by Sergio Perez, Max Verstappen, the two Ferraris, Charles Leclerc, and the soon-to-be dismissed Carlos Sainz. Lance Stroll will start 6th, Hamilton 7th, followed by his teammate for now, George Russell in 8th, Ocon 9th, and as we saw Albon with that last lap getting 10th for Gasly, then Oscar Piastri in 12th, and Lando Norris will start in 14th. Let's get into some strategies. So Oscar, we'll go soft, medium, medium. And I'll do the same with Lando. I don't tinker too much with the strategies. I know I can put it in and do it, but I just kind of like to go, I like to run this as the race goes on. So with Lando, I'll probably do a soft medium or a soft medium soft. But we'll determine that as the race goes on because things happen, safety cars, virtuals, all of that good stuff. So yeah, we'll just see how we go. Driver options, start them on tack. I've been starting Lando on attack, but not Oscar. But we'll start them both on attack. I Yeah, happy with that as we jump into the race.
Crowd are on their feet.
So here we go.
In anticipation of this.
Grand Prix Sunday in Imola. Let's see what we can do from here.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Jump on board with Oscar then, starting in 12th. Oh, he's got a good launch there on Gasly. Hulkenberg dropped to 15th there. But Gasly is going to fight this one back against Piastri. Yeah, this is the tricky thing already. Lando is normally quicker than Oscar. And Lando's already with Oscar. Problem is, to ask Oscar to move now could be very difficult. As Tsunoda is sneaking down our inside here. Which isn't great. Can we retake that on the chicane?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Should have the inside going up here. But Tsunoda's got that one over us. I don't know what Piastri's doing there. Oh, Tsunoda making moves here, isn't he? As we know, the AI do come firing out of the blocks. Full attack, using their ERS as well. Piastri's done well. Keep that.
Down at Tosa. There's the opening.
It looks like he's going outside. Then he takes the inside there, Tsunoda. Nice little move.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep your tyre in good shape. Copy.
I'm going to let Norris pass here.
We don't want to overcook the tyres.
Unless he does it himself. Norris all over him at the minute now. There we go. We've got that pass done.
Not easy to overtake.
Oh, he did lose a lot there though, didn't he, Piastri? A second. That's the problem, isn't it? I thought we had enough of a little straight there, but he's going to be under pressure. He has got DRS, which will help. I think he's safe from this. Can Norris get Tsunoda here? And I have to give him some deploy here now.
Overtake is available.
We'll do the same to Piastri, see if you can just close this gap. Piastri is coming back into it. Norris on the outside here of Tsunoda. Looks like we might have that done now. We get the DRS as well, which is going to help us pull away.
Let's have recharge.
So let's take a look at the replay. Now the focus is on Lando Norris here.
There we go. Nice move from Lando on the outside.
And
Needed to get that done.
by.
They're up to 13th. So going for that. Come on, Oscar. The Lando one on the outside here to get the move done. Oscar's going to the inside. Hopefully should be good on the back straight here. We will have DRS. Out of DRS now.
Pack is low. Yep.
Recharge on, please. Copy.
Haas is fighting in the background there. And there we go.
Here's the
Piastri
replay.
has got Tsunoda now.
There's the car of Piastri.
Got alongside on the last corner there.
The
And
gap
then
opens up
DRS.
for them.
Nice move from Oscar.
And that puts them in 13th place now.
So he's now back behind Lando.
Pack
Back
is
in
low.
12th and 13th.
Yep. Copy.
Do need a clear Gasly with him on these hards. Go to the outside from Lando. He likes it on the outside here. Might be a little bit too far back this time, but he will get DRS if he's alongside. I think we should be pretty good there. Yep. Up to 11th now for Lando. 1.3 off Alex, so a little bit of closing he's got to do just to get in that DRS. Tsunoda is all over the back of us here.
Let's see what happened there. Look at the McLaren driver here.
So again to the outside, but then has the DRS on the back straight. Our DRS is looking a lot better in terms of effectiveness and speed. We're going to have DRS here, but it does seem hard to pass unless you can be alongside effectively on this back straight. But let's see how good our DRS is. Lando moving to the outside. We're going to take a lunge on this. He does! Oh, lovely move from Lando. Can we make it stick? I think we have got that done, or is Albon still fighting this? He is still fighting it.
This is what happened. Now we're just proceeding.
Look at this, he flew into this late braking.
It's there for the taking.
That's a great move. I don't know if we can make it stick. We are harvesting. Just go to neutral now where we can.
Okay, Lando, you can turn recharge off if you want to.
Tsunoda has got past Oscar.
Look. Along the straight here. The opportunity begging to be taken.
So this looks like it's where Oscar's fight's going to be. So Tsunoda's got us back there. So if Norris can just try and defend, I'm not going to go defending aggressively, but we just hold Gasly up for a little bit here, which is now hurting Gasly's race because he now needs to be past us. Now his hards have come in. Piastri we're going to push now.
Okay to close the gap.
So he is falling out of that DRS. Gasly may get us here. Let's just wait and see. Oh, he looks a little bit far away. Some harvest on there.
So recharge on.
Gasly is taking a look here.
Recharge on now. Copy.
Might be past us here. Yeah. Similar to Norris's overtake earlier. Piastri's going to pit. Haas as we're coming back to us there. Sargent was past us, was he? Or because we peeled into the pits? He was losing pace quite a bit there in the end. 2.6 stop, not too bad.
Overtaking is very difficult.
Lando's coming in the pits now. So we're the first two cars to pit. Will this trigger any others into the pits though? 2.7. Temp slower than Oscar's, but it's not too bad.
Careful of cars at exit.
We are going to be behind De Vries and Bottas here, but we have then got a gap to Zhou, have we? Yep. Oh no, Zhou's going to get us. We're seems very slow coming out of the pit there. As Norris does get Guan Yu Zhou pretty quickly there, so needed that to happen. That hasn't held us up, which is good work. Oh, it's Verstappen and Charles. Oh. Not the greatest of replays. Where's Charles at? He's still in. They both look intact. Got any wheel damage? End plate. Damage there. What about Charles? Yeah, he's going slow. He's certainly got damage as well. So, a collision between Max and Charles there. It doesn't affect us in terms of it's not going to be a safety car, virtual or physical safety car. Come on, Lando, we need this. Oh, Max has got a time penalty, 5 seconds for that collision with Charles. He's just been overtaken as well. Is he going slow or... No, not overly slow, but he might have... That damage might be causing... Certainly we lose a bit of aero. Come on, Norris, we're going to have to put deploy on because he's struggling somewhat to get past Bottas, which is a surprise.
Yeah, confirm.
Bottas probably going to dive into the pits this lap or next. I'd imagine. Staying out for this lap should get him here. If not, we're in real problems for our race strategy, but no, it's looking like this one's going to be done. There we go. Lando up, back up to 17th.
Recharge on.
That one. That is certainly hard to overtake here. It's all happening on this back straight or into that first chicane, so...
There's the opening.
Is this going to hold Magnussen up? Gotta be, hasn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, can't get that front left off. Can't get that front left off. It's a long stop for Magnussen. Oh, well, that has cost them. Here we go, we actually saw that on board.
Through this one.
The Haas garage are set to go.
But can't get it off.
Oh, but there's an issue with the front left.
Oh, there we go. That's going to be working very nicely for Oscar. Right, here we go. Russell, Ocon, Albon, now all in the pit. So they've gone very long. So Norris should be jumping. At least Albon. I'd expect probably Ocon as well. Albon all... It's Ocon coming out. Maybe not Ocon then. Where is Norris? Could be close. I think we will get both of these. Russell included. We are. So we're up to 8th now with Lando. Piastri... If he can get Albon, it's going to be pretty close as well. This might be extremely close. Yeah, Piastri should have Albon as well. So this phase of the Grand Prix is working out very well, but we are now at an offset. We're nearly halfway through our tyre life, where most of these guys have got fresh tyres on now.
We can take a look now.
As I say, we're expecting this. These guys are on much fresher tyres now.
There.
We're not going to be fighting these. So Russell gets past that. All we're concentrating on now is running as long as we can on this stint to go on the softs at the end and push hard. So Ocon should get past us as well. And then Norris has got a gap. So Albon has got Piastri. It's the same for Piastri. With Albon, Tsunoda.
Albon is part of this.
Albon and Tsunoda, they can get past us, that's fine. Because at this stage of the race, we are not fighting these guys.
Now this is Logan Sargent. It's there for the taking.
So we're losing a few positions now, but as I say, hopefully we can come back in the final stages of this race. So Piastri's going to pit. Hulkenberg was right on us there. He's going to have 25 laps to go. What can we do in this final stint on these softs? .6 seconds stop. Reese has passed us, but we're in front of the two Alfa Romeos. We go aggressive to begin with. Got to be careful with that.
After this time.
Copy.
Alright, let's have a look where we come out with Lando. So Ocon was right on us there.
Lando pit lane.
We've got quite a big gap to Tsunoda, so I think certainly a point is feasible here for Lando. So
Could be
whether
close to exit.
we can get back to Ocon and Russell. Start using a bit of fuel on Oscar. Just
You can
stand and
reduce the light though slightly.
save some of that
Copy.
tyre. Oh, that's not
Key thing is to
great.
keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
That's not great. I thought we were going to be ahead of these guys. So we're going to have to try and push past these guys pretty quickly here. That is the problem
Look
around
at the
here.
McLaren driver here. They decide to give it a go.
Good move from Lando. Got it done nice and early as we needed it to be.
And the McLaren there with a beautiful...
On Nick De Vries. As soon as we clear him, we've got good space for Piastri. Come on, Oscar. You need to get this done. It's looking good.
Not easy to overtake.
Come on, Oscar.
Keep what you're doing.
Yes, nice. Oscar back to 17th. Now 7 to 8 seconds, closer to 8 seconds to close on Magnussen. So we'll keep an eye on what that gap is. Norris has got Sargent in the mix of that. Piastri we just saw got De Vries. Right.
And overtake is available.
So we've got to get past all of these and quickly. If we want any chance at Ocon because it's 18 seconds basically the gap. So this needs to be manoeuvred around pretty quickly. If we can get Pierre here, this would be lovely. Come on, Lando, he's got the inside for this. This would be nice if we can hold this. Maybe get Albon. Yes. That's a good move from Lando. That's what we need. This is really harming our race now. Lando's got to be aggressive. Another yellow flag. Virtual safety car. Okay. Who was this for? Leclerc. Charles is out. Oh, what a horrible race. Looks to be all on his own though in this instant. Oh yeah, he's just lost it. Into the wall.
Sorry guys, I was pushing quite a bit.
7. And the car fails to respond. They took a gamble and it was just too late.
It's taken a good few too many laps though. And we've not done it yet, so let's hope we get it done here. So DRS, no DRS for Tsunoda. Come on, Lando, we need this now. Come on, Lando, come on. This is looking good. There we go, finally. Finally makes it stick. Start to have a little bit of push for Piastri, 12 laps to
We can use
go.
the pace now.
Yeah.
What are tyres saying here? Come on, Lando, we need to get Alex here. Oh, we've crashed with Alex already this season. That was looking pretty close, but we are now past, and Lando's on his way. Let's take a replay of that one.
Now the focus is on Lando Norris here.
Good aggressive move this time from
They
Lando.
squeeze by.
Needed that a few laps earlier though. Oh, he was leading as well. What's Sergio done here? Oh, Sergio.
Yeah.
Is that no virtual for that though? Where is Perez? He's continued with a smashed up rear wing, the classic. Look at that. Look. No connection to the back of the car here. Chunk there, and he will just continue on his merry way. It's very realistic, but he doesn't even pit. Another yellow flag. Multiple cars crashed again.
There's been a crash.
What is going on in the later stage of this
Now
race?
this was the 7th corner.
Hamilton.
Not a lot of wiggle room here. And you can see how the cars come together. And that won't do their confidence
Little
any
side
good.
rub that was.
Here we are then at turn 17. There's the opening.
Good work from Oscar as always. Just that Fire
Piastri
management
climbs
is
higher.
what we're struggling with. No, it's Sargent. Oh, that's nasty for Logan. Magnussen's got us back, unfortunately.
Now we can see what happened. So here we go, heading into turn 1. The opportunity begging to be taken.
And there we go. So Piastri can't hold on to that 15th place. Alonso locking up.
Let's see what happened there. Right, we're at turn 14 here. Oh, and the car locks up.
Oh, Jesus.
And they ended up their own passenger.
Lost a place there as well to Sainz. Well, that was Sainz. Maybe it's Sainz and Verstappen then. Alonso must have been leading. Another multiple car crash as Sainz looks like he's about to finish the race here.
We've got a yellow flag.
Let's just have a look what's happened now. Verstappen lapping. Oh, what is going on there? Oh my goodness.
And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant.
Well, that is not... It doesn't look like it. So anyway, Carlos Sainz, which will be his first win of the year, is going to come away and win in Imola. Verstappen's been involved in 2 accidents, a 5-second penalty. He's still going to finish second. Alonso's going to be third.
Look after the fuel.
Stroll is going to be fourth, along with the fastest lap. Oh, Piastri's got a puncture. Oh no. I think we're about to finish though, aren't we? Hold on. Hold on, it's all going wrong. The Verstappen-Hulkenberg one's being investigated. No penalties given for that. Where the hell's Piastri? He's about to cross the line. That's fine. So Piastri finishes with a puncture and finishes in 16th. Hamilton 5th. Russell's going to be 6th, I think, with Perez right on his gearbox. He also had a spin, as you can tell by his rear wing. Very realistic. Ocon is going to be 8th. Norris is going to match his best finish of the year, coming in 9th and getting us another couple of points.
Yeah, good.
And Gasly's going to round out the points and finish 10th. So we see Lando come across the line, as I say, matching his best position of the season, which was last race. Oh no! Did we run out of fuel? No! Fuel. No! I thought we had enough.
I'm fairly sure that Lando isn't going to be happy at the end of this one.
Oh,
They'll be very disappointed to have had their race end early.
God's
No
sake.
driver wants that to happen, but now they just have to look forward.
we left him on push, didn't we? And it got
Carlos
all...
Sainz heading up to the podium
No
now.
way.
The Spaniard adding another to his record.
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
And that's win number 1 of the season.
Jesus Christ. Well, let's just scratch that and reverse it. Lando's not finishing 9th. We left him on push. And because there is so much going on there in terms of cars crashing and all these incidents, I've completely forgot about it. And he has ran out of fuel on the start-finish line. I've finished 13th. Oh my God, what a schoolboy error that was. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is... Yeah. I guess that's on me. Sorry, Lando. Oh, I can't believe that. It was all so comfortable as well on that 9th place. Oh, no. And we've given a point to Williams. Oh, that is all on me. Christ. Anyway, Sainz finishes first. Max Verstappen second, even with a couple of crashes and a 5-second penalty. Fernando in third. I think he was first before he went wide on the penultimate lap. So he finished third. Stroll in fourth and the fastest lap. Hamilton ahead of his teammate George Russell, 5th and 6th for Hamilton and Russell. Sergio, he had a spin, so he is 7th. 2 Alpines, Ocon and Gasly. Gasly occupying 9th, which should have been Lando Norris's. Albon finishes 10th. And then Yuki in 11th, Logan in 12th. Lando, because he wasn't lapped, finishes 13th with no fuel. Although we are showing as no position, but technically 13th. The 2 Hasses, and then Oscar in 16th. Drivers' Championship, still a good weekend for Max. He is leading the way ahead of Perez. Sainz closes the gap on 2nd place, though, because of Perez's error. Fernando still in there. Charles, no points with his retirement. Hamilton, Stroll, Russell, Ocon, and Gasly. Then Albon jumps us with getting another point into 11th, Norris 12th. The good thing for us is Haas, AlphaTauri, and Alfa Romeo didn't score any points this weekend. So we are in 7th in the Constructors. Williams do jump us because we allowed Albon to get that point with my absolute schoolboy rookie error there. Red Bull supremely leading the way here by Ferrari. Aston still in touch with them, getting 3 points because of Charles' retirement. Then Mercedes. Quite close. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of a gap between each of these, to be fair, isn't there? And then Alpine are away back in 5th. So Alpine are definitely reachable for us if we want it this season. But soon we're going to be going full into the research for next year. As long as we achieve 7th, which we should do, should be comfortable, but we completely messed that up today, we should be able to achieve 7th. And there we have it. That is the end of episode 6. And in recap, Oscar being Oscar, he's just continuing the same vein. He's got a lot of work to do. But Lando, we completely let him down there with not looking at his fuel. And I now have to go off and speak to the board. So hopefully we'll be back with an episode 7. If not, I might be sacked. But if you do like the series, please do subscribe, like the video and leave your comments. And we'll be back very soon with episode 7.